Scotty, how you feeling today?
I feel good, man. Slept good, chilling. It's a weekend. Yeah, I feel good.
So, we brought you on today because we really appreciate just kind of your contribution to music, your philosophy with just the way you do things, and just you just genuinely being yourself all the time. So, I just wanted to ask you, what does music kind of mean to you?
Well, thank you. Music means two things. I think making music and listening to music are way different. Listening to music helps you understand emotions, and making music helps you get out emotions, in my opinion. So, music is just emotions in a sound package that you get to unpack. Yeah.
And what kind of got you into music making?
Emotions that I couldn't control. Um, I mean, making music, it was definitely when my mom got diagnosed with cancer, unfortunately. She is good now. But yeah, I just didn't know how to process that. And I literally just got a mic one day and just screamed in my room. And I was like, wait a second, it's actually kind of fire. And then I kept going. I made Lately, which is out. And yeah, that was probably the catalyst for sure. But I was always around music. My dad was a musician. He played guitar all the time. So
So, would you say you kind of use music as a way to express what you're feeling at the time?
yeah, it was either that or find a drug, which I guess I found a drug. It's just not addictive. Well, music's kind of addictive.
It's a healthy addiction, I
Yeah,
guess you could say.
yeah, the best cope I found.
Mm.
Who's some of the artists that you look up to with music?
Shit, that's hard. Um, Definitely. Oh, there's so many. Definitely like Aries, uh, Fat Man Key. I love Key. Uh, oh, it's so hard. Shinigami. Um, oh, some more. Suicide Boys. A lot of people get say it's corny because like I always get into it with Faye about like he's always like, oh, you're like white kid. Of course you like Suicide Boys. So I'm like, whatever, bro. I like Suicide Boys. Um, Man, there's so many. I'm gonna leave the last one to like everybody that's in my SoundCloud likes because it's just so many. But yeah, Digicore artists, huge one.
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of people don't know a lot about that scene. But yeah,
I remember we had a conversation a little while ago about you saying you feel like when you're sad, you feel like listening to sad music makes you feel better in a certain way.
yeah, I might have gained opinions on that. Um, I think it can help, but I think you can get stuck. I think you can definitely get stuck because um, listening to sad music is like a band aid. Like I said, it's like you listen to music to understand emotions, but you make music, excuse me, to create, like, get the emotions out. So if you just listen to a bunch of sad music, you're just putting a million band aids on what you need to get out.
And sometimes you can't put a band-aid on a broken arm.
Yeah. Or like a fucking gushing wound.
Yeah.
You need to make music. You need to make something. Art, creating art lets you express emotion. So you need to make. I don't fucking care. Some people just need to quit listening to sad music. I was one of one of those people. I don't listen to sad music anymore because I don't have anything to put a band-aid on. Um, it's like when you get a breakup or somebody's going through a divorce or like death. Death is hard because like it doesn't heal as quick. But yeah, you just need to create. Probably you probably just need to make something.
Yeah, I speak a lot about like finding the right expression for the emotion you're feeling, but also allowing yourself to feel that emotion to then let it go instead of just adding another bottle to the collection.
Yeah, there's a timing to it. There's a timing to it, and it's different for every like thing that happens. Um, Most of the time, man, it's just bitches, bro. Just make some fucking music. Just be like, make a shitty diss track, or you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, yeah, that's funny.
Better. And you go by this like the stage name Scotty Speed, but that's your real name, though, isn't it? Or
Technically, no. Um, kind of. My family's name, like their last name, is now Speed. Um, but I was born with a different name. I still have that name legally. It's just I use that name so that people don't find me because I don't. I like privacy.
Yeah.
And I was looking up like how to because I always struggle with creating names. Like I went through so many stupid names, like fucking Skeptic 850 because I was like, oh, we'll be looking some pretty. Yeah, it's corny to think about. It's so cringy. But like, yeah, I went through a ton of names and then I was like, whatever, man. I'll just put this. And I was like, well, fuck, I don't want to put my actual last name. I don't want people to just like find my address. So I was like, whatever. I'll just use my stepdad's last name because it's like his, which I don't know. It's if somebody really wanted to find me, it wouldn't be that hard. But yeah, so it's not like a quick Google search. Um, yeah, it's not actually my legal last name, but it could be if I signed a paper.
So, do you feel like over time your stage name Scotty Speed kind of evolved into something more than you felt at the start?
Yes. Funny enough, I don't even like being called Scotty. I kind of just prefer Scott. But obviously, it's way more fun to say fucking, hey, what up, Scotty? You know what I mean? Like, when I hear Zay, he's not like, Scott. He's like, Scotty. You know what I mean? So it's like, when I hear my friends say it, it's like, cool. But most of the time, I prefer people like actually at my work and shit to just be like, hey, Scott. Like, but, yeah, no, I think it has evolved into something else because it's like farther than me. It's not even me anymore. It's like people would actually purchase shit at like a brand, which is like I struggle with that. It's because I struggle with marketing myself. I don't feel worthy of that sometimes. Just because like I am just some dude that makes music and like people it resonates with people more than it almost resonates with me because like I said, music is like you're putting something out there that is a piece of you. But usually when you put it out there, it's like a package that drifts away. And someone finds it and they're like, holy fuck, this is the best thing ever.
Mhm.
But you let go. You're like, here you go. So when they come to you and they're like, you're fucking Scotty Speed or whatever, it's like, what? But you're not seeing that they opened that package and felt understood. So you're just like, to me, it's like, making music is cool, but I don't really feel like a person to be, you know what I mean?
that's when approached you out in public, like Scotty Speed.
I've been noticed before in Chicago. I went to a studio, I went back to Envion. And, some dude named Stevie, I still remember him. Stevie.says on IG, bro. He just came in, he was like, he kept looking at me, and I was like, fuck, I'm kind of uncomfortable. I don't know I'm not on the side of town normally, you know what I mean? He was like, a big dude. He was like, hey, bro, are you Scotty Speed? I was like, yeah, how did you know that? He was like, bro, I saw you on the story last night. That shit was crazy. I went through your music. I was like, ooh, this is like sick as hell, but I'm also weirded out. Like, you know what I mean?
So, us is oftentimes with like artists and creatives, it's kind of like a weird, I'll call it a paradox between the chase for your dreams and the realization that you are achieving them.
Yeah.
So, you've been on multiple stages before. You've done a lot. Do you ever feel some semblance of imposter syndrome, where it's like you said, you make it, you let it go, but you don't realize the impact it has sometimes?
1,000,000%. I feel it all the time. I don't feel it when I'm making music, but then when you have to market it, I feel it so much because it's like, oh, like I know I can make music. I'm good at I make fucking bangers, respectfully. But when it's done, it's like, I got the emotion out, but now I have to stare at this emotion that I just put out and go sell it. And that's where I start to understand why people get writers in a way because doing it all yourself, it's like it's hard to put all of it in there and still believe it at the end of the day because it's not. It just feels unnatural to me. Maybe there's some people who don't obviously suffer with like imposter syndrome. I don't always have it either. Like when I'm on stage, I'm in my shit. I'm in my bag. Like when I'm on stage, I don't even think about it. But when I'm making music, or when I'm done making it and it's like that in between period, it's like, phew, does this really even matter? Like, it's tough to remember that.
Now, I've asked this question a couple times to different people, but it's like, as an independent artist, how do you kind of navigate your own creative ambitions versus what you need to do to quote unquote become industry standard or quote unquote make it?
Oh, brother. Dude, this is a fun topic. There, oh, there are so many changes that you have to make. Like, uh, I almost wish I could be like faceless because it's almost humiliating the work that you have to do as an independent artist, but the reward is so much greater because there's so much more respect to that. But you don't get it until you're there. Until you're above all those industry plants, you're just some dude trying. And it's like people spit on you. People spit on industry plants, but who cares? The label's backing them. So it's like, you think they feel it? No. They're going to play a sold out show in Vienna. I couldn't even point on a map where that is. And they're doing it with fucking, you know what I mean? I don't know how that applies, but talk to it, dude. Yeah, no, it's like, dude, I think, but then I get it too. Why you go with it? Why you go with a label? Like I get it because it's crazy to want to do it on your own, but you got to be kind of crazy to get crazy respect. Like I think of Russ. Russ was independent, right?
Mm.
I mean, I don't know how far. I think you know who's a better one? Oliver Francis. Do you know who that is?
I don't think I've heard one.
I'm gonna put you all on for this. But Oliver Francis has been independent for so long, and he has like run the underground. Not even like he's on his own wave. Like nobody's even doing the shit he's doing. I think maybe Young Lean, but Young Lean kind of moved away from cloud rap, and he's kind of doing. I don't know what he's doing. He's doing weird stuff now. Honestly, respect though. He's great, but like he's probably put in a million times more work than Sophie Powers, who's like, y'all don't probably even know who she is.
No, cool.
But she is playing sold out shows in Vienna. Where I don't even know you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's stuff like that where it's like, but the change that you have to make is crazy. You have to form this like identity and align with it. And if you don't, I mean, good luck. Yeah.
So in the current, just kind of like it's accessibility of just music and the ability to make music, do you think the oversaturation is necessarily a bad thing since accessibility is so high?
I do think it's a bad thing. I do think it's a bad thing because just the other day somebody was saying like, let's say somebody comes up with this allegation of like, oh, so this guy hit somebody, but then it was debunked and it was fake. But then you see 10 more of them, right? So you see these fake stories, these fake, like just bullshit. And then you see a real one. How likely are you to focus on that? You're just going to scroll because you're like, oh, it's just another fake one. It's like that. You see all these like, I got a name job. Laser dim. You know who that is? Dude, thank you. You just bless your ears. It is the worst fucking music in the fucking world. This guy took a mic, deep throated it from MW2 Black Ops days, and recorded it. Like, he's not even saying words. It's the worst music. You know Miles?
Yeah.
Shit, like, oh no, like, bruh, come on, bruh. That
Interesting.
is a problem.
Is it a difference between people? So, my opinion on it is I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing, but I think it's a lot more nuanced because it's like people now have more accessibility to that expression. But I understand what you're saying with the oversaturation.
I get it. Okay.
And then a lot of it, how much does making it in music come down to how good you are at marketing yourself versus how good the music actually is?
Okay, I'll say this. I think everybody that wants to make music should make music. That doesn't mean that you should post it and spend your entire 24 hours marketing your bullshit and sending it in my Discord server. But I'm gonna say it. All right, make your music. Let out your emotions. You know what I mean? Splatter paint on a wall. I love painting. Real shit, dude. Expressing emotion is necessary. Telling everyone the emotion that you just expressed is not necessary. Okay? Now, I get everybody in music is all about like flexing and shit. They want to make it look cool. It does look cool. Music is a cool thing to do. I don't even post some of the shit that I fucking scream. You know what I mean? There's been some I've had some bad days where I fucking get in there and just metal scream. I'm not sharing that to everybody. Like, respectfully, that's some shit that happened, but like, I think I hate to say it, but I think it might have to do with like the juice emo rap white wave. Cause that always feels like half of the bullshit music that I hear. Maybe I'm just in that space, but yeah, I think it's a lot of like, I don't know. I guess you're right. You kind of changed my view a little bit. I think, yeah. Everyone should be able to make it for sure. Post it. That's up to you.
In music, I feel like over the last couple of years, going from let's say like the 2016 SoundCloud era to kind of the music of the 2010s, the shift between like music you listen to for the lyrics and the storytelling to music you listen to for how it makes you feel. Do you feel like do you kind of feel that kind of balance shifting in the things you're hearing? Because that's something I feel like I've noticed.
Yeah.
To where a lot of music now, it's not necessarily about what they're saying, it's how they're saying it.
Yeah.
I feel like production becomes slightly more like is not important, but like people are now using autotune more as an instrument part of the song to convey a certain feeling, necessarily listening to the words they're saying.
100%. My sister told me the other day that she was like, I don't even listen to lyrics anymore. I just listen to the beat. And I was like, dude, I guess I get it. I don't understand it though. I don't understand it yet. I guess because I am a producer as well. When I hear a song and it's 5 seconds in and I hear 5 seconds of the beat, I already have I can like subconsciously understand the key. I know the melody. I know the counter melodies that are probably going to be used. And if I hear the drum selection, cool. Now I can listen to music. Like I can listen to lyrics. But if you're not someone who understands beats or production, you're probably like, whoa, this is like crazy for my ears right now. But like for me, I don't know.
Have you learned music theory?
I know where the C note is. And no, I know like no, I guess not. I know where the C note is. I know how to get to the next C note, and I know which ones are in between it. And I know what timing kind of does. I know like, you know what I mean? You can be on.
That's how it sounds.
Yeah. No, I bullshit. I have no idea. I don't know anything. I just learned that sharps are the same thing as flats. Did you know that?
No, but
I didn't know that. Anyway, yeah. Shout out FL Studio for that one.
You still use it, FL Studio, to make most of your music?
I do. I use FL Studio for pretty much everything. I know how to use Pro Tools. I know how to use a little bit of Ableton. Damien's still trying to get me on the dark side, or I guess the light side. But yeah, I use FL, dude. I love it. I don't think I'll ever switch. It just looks too good. It was made by video game developers. It's made to look like a video game. And then everybody makes a joke where they're like, POV, you open up FL and it's like a fucking plane with like a million. Yeah, it's a plane cockpit, and you're looking at all the
That's what it
instruments.
looks like to me.
Yeah, dude, but I love it because I know which fucking autopilot. You know what I mean? I know where everything is. But yeah, FL 24. It's got AI and shit. It's pretty cool.
Did you start on FL or did you use any other programs?
I did start on Ableton, funny enough, but I bought when I was like 10 or 11. I must have been 11 because it was like the beginning of the year. I got Ableton. Oh, that's right. I got it for Christmas. And then throughout being 11, I tried to figure out a launch pad. I got a launch pad and it came with like free Ableton. So I was trying to figure it out. Didn't make any sense. So I gave up on it. I was trying to play like Skrillex and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. Bro, those videos are so sick. And then I must have been 11 when I got FL because I think I got it that Christmas. Or I got it like an early or birthday. But I got FL and I didn't know how to use it for like 6 months. And I was like, I kind of knew how to use it. But through then, I just slowly learned FL. So pretty much FL the whole time. If I'm using samples, I'm honestly going to dissect it with AI and just steal what I like. Because I'm super picky with samples. I'm going to pitch it to like F sharp, which I'm totally guessing on what that sounds like because I don't know fucking theory. But I'll do that. If I'm starting with if I'm doing like digicore, I'm starting with just like video game sounding shit. I always start with a melody. I never start with drums. If I start with drums, it's probably because I'm doing like drill, and it usually ends up sounding like shit. So, if I'm doing like regalia beats, I will listen to like old, like I'll literally type in old obscure, like historical church music, and I'll just steal like organs or something, and then I'll build off of that, and then I'll delete it. Usually, if I start with a sample, by the end I have enough that already made that I'll delete whatever I started with.
So you kind of just use a sample as a jumping off point.
Yeah, 100%. I kind of copy, and then I'll just throw it away. Most of the time.
How do you feel about AI corporation in music? I know that's a little complicated topic, but
If you're using AI to make your music entirely, you're not making music, respectfully. Um, if you're using AI to dissect a sample and figure out where the notes are, I think it's just a tool. If you're using AI to master your music, get good, like get better, bro. You're never gonna get the right mix. It sounds wrong. It's not right. Something's off. I can't hear it right now, but it's off. Um, it's honestly pretty good. I'm just kind of jealous because I have to pay for it. But like, yeah. But fuck. Yeah, I think AI and music, AI and art need to stay away. It's like the most human thing and the most inhuman thing. It's literally like, hey robot, work on these emotions. Fuck off. Go fucking use your brain, dude. You got one. Fucking, I guess a computer has a brain too, but it's not like yours.
yeah, a good video I saw recently. It was called "The Shift You Didn't Know Was Happening," and it brought up the point of just AI in use in movies specifically, and talk about how good it got. And it's like, what happens when AI can make perfect stuff? And then he brought up a fantastic point: the Renaissance era. You have Michelangelo, Da Vinci, all of them perfecting the craft of painting. But guess what happened? The camera was invented. So now your most realistic painting couldn't compare to what the camera just did. So now your whole life's work is useless. So what do artists do?
Ah.
When something's improved to the point of perfection,
Yeah.
creativity doesn't die. There's a shift that happens. So then the impressionist movement, that's where you get Van Gogh, all those other artists. Because a camera can't capture the feeling in the moment like a painting can. So in the video, his conclusion was, what can we make in film that AI cannot reproduce. That's why you're seeing more movies fully filmed on iPhones.
Right.
Things that don't look perfect polished because now you're capturing the feeling of the story you're telling
Right.
throughout the whole process instead of perfecting something. Which, like, you think of, it was like when everything is perfect all the time, perfect doesn't feel exceptional anymore.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I can't for this guy. Fucking hell. That was good, dude. I didn't have anything to say. Sorry.
Yeah, I noticed like because there's one guy I met, he would use AI because he wanted to make like a beat selling software or something like that, and he would use it to um, help him produce like X amount of beats stuff like trying to sell pretty much. But he would hit like hundreds and hundreds,
He would have it make beats for him.
pretty much.
Oh, I don't like that. I mean,
But I mean, but he would still make beats himself. But I know he wanted to get on a production based level like that.
yeah.
Sell beats. So I mean,
Yeah,
like I said, I guess
like
it's kind of separating it from being a tool
Yeah.
to
he's
I guess-
basically using AI for business. But my curiosity is, I feel like, so AI has been around for a lot longer. I feel like they just found a better way to market it. And then now everybody's trying to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
After things are kind of, let's say, min-maxed, like you think of college, right?
Mhm.
All those Forex pyramid scheme people that are no longer around,
Mm.
that are all now in real estate because it's basically the same thing, except
Yeah.
it's legal scamming.
Right.
I feel like that's gonna be a lot of the people that are like fully pushing AI and trying to sell you this AI product, teach you this AI tool.
Yeah.
Hey, buy my class to learn how to properly prompt your chat GPT.
Right. Oh, dude. Yeah.
Because video essay writing, right? Honestly, every time I'm like, okay, let me just see what it comes up with. I'm always like, this is a terrible idea. The wording doesn't, like, there's no passion in the words. I'm
Yeah.
like, so I fully went back to just writing my scripts, pen and paper. I'm like, I went through the education system. I know the right paragraphs.
Yeah.
But something I did do, and it was interesting because I was like using it for research purposes to quickly get all the information. Then I asked them, I'm like, okay, where are your sources from? So I can get all the sources and go get the links. And it's like, oh, this information was pulled from multiple sources. I'm like, okay, cool. Give me the sources.
Yeah. Did y'all hear about Meta AI, the lawsuit?
No.
Dude, Meta AI pulled. Well, first of all, they made it do this, but Meta made their AI model steal copyrighted books from like a bunch of online libraries. Now you think it's like a couple books that weren't, available. 82 terabytes of books.
And
Was
books
still-
are so small.
Oh yeah, no, it was yeah.
So that's like,
You know
that's an insane
That's
amount.
what's funny. So then the guy that found out asked Meta AI, where'd you get these books? And there was like, well, I'm not sure, but I don't control it. The team controls it. So I'm not liable. It's the team. So it's like, it's basically ratting on fucking Meta. And then he was like, he was like, how many books is that? And I was like, well, it depends. So he did the math. He was like, roughly how many books would 82 terabytes be? And it gave him like it was like 80 million or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, books are so tiny.
Yeah. So yeah,
So tiny.
they stole a bunch of fucking literature for their AI bots.
That's crazy because probably what they're trying to do is the thing I just said. I'm like, you ask it to write your short story, and the
Right.
story is terrible.
Right.
So how do you fix that? You steal a bunch of books from real people and just copy paste different lines from multiple ones.
Dude, I trust my fucking kid with a billionaire. I'd give him my newborn child. He can't fuck it up, right?
There's multiple problems with that.
A little bit.
Multiple. But
Yeah.
it's interesting because I think the current state of AI kind of gives to this era of what I'll call like the microwave era, to where convenience is
Yes.
so accessible.
Yeah.
Like-
You don't work in tech, dude.
No, I don't know.
Dude, fucking tech pussies, bro. Get a real
That's
job.
exactly what I was going to say.
Get a real job. Go pick up a fucking hammer, man. Typing all fucking day, dude. You got probably RGB and Dorito Cheeto on your fucking hands. Dude,
What is your beef with the tech industry workers?
dude, they're just using AI to fucking do their code.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah. Huh?
That's what you mean. I was like,
Oh, I thought you said that's union. I was like,
No,
I don't want to go with the union. Get off the fucking computer, dude. Get a real job. Do something that benefits.
We bang AI, then then things will change.
Dude, yeah, I'm buying a fucking sex bot next week. $3,000 on some.
And you can program it on different things.
Anyways, we're derailing.
all that is good.
Cool. Dang. Yeah, but I do feel some type of way about it. There's so many people in those jobs. If AI's doing it, just have fucking AI do it.
Hey, Terminator happens.
This, probably. Anyway, curveball, dude.
What's your dream?
Ooh. I was just thinking about this last night, actually. I want to have a good hand in music, but I don't want a lot of notoriety. I don't like that much attention. I just want to be able to help people. If I could start a studio, that would be perfect. Just have a nice operating, clean studio. It's tough because it's hard to do things here, but I love it here so much. Just as far as like living. So, but dream is just keep creating and keep helping people create, and yeah, different avenues. I want to do voice acting. I want to see what I can do with my voice and see what I can do creatively for sure. Just push the limits on that.
And I was about to ask, what are kind of your goals outside of specifically music?
100% side of the music.
Dude, 100%. I love building PCs so much. I forgot because I sold my last one. I want to keep building those. Obviously, you build one and kind of just upgrade it until you can. But yeah, I want to do voice acting. I want to do like maybe even real acting. I have to lose a couple pounds, but
No, it's it.
yeah, I'll get typecasted. Nah, but yeah. I think outside of music, it's tough because it's almost like everything I do. Ooh, another thing would be like meditation audios. I've actually always loved those. I'd like, I don't know if I'm like calm enough for those. Sometimes I get kind of wild, but I think it'd be cool to do stuff like that. Or like, I had this idea that I don't know if I've shared. I think I talked a little bit about it. Doing like fake advertisements. So this is a funny one, but it's so real.
That's all like
In Grand Theft
fantastic.
in Grand Theft Auto, you hear on the radio, you hear the ads, and it's like, my daughter just blew up herself with dynamite. I don't know if I'll ever recover. And then it's like, new Gorilla Glue. And it's like,
Legalized
No,
medical cocaine.
yeah. My wife will stop cheating on me. Now you have a cup doll. And it's like some fucking like fake dildo. Or, you know, it's like, it's just funny ass shit like that. I will drive and I'll hear an ad and I'm like, I hate this so much. I'm going to make a fake one right now. And it's a banger. I come up with the funniest shit.
Honestly, I feel like you can literally just do that.
I think I might start doing that. I
think that's a fantastic
my girlfriend.
idea.
My girlfriend has said that she will animate them for me, so I'm thinking I'm gonna do that. I think I might just come up with like, like different radio stations like GTA, and come up with different type of ads for each. Because like
playlists.
yeah, I come up with these like call-in shows.
That
Or
sounds
like,
like a fantastic. Just
Welcome to
entire
93
YouTube channel.
VLAs.
like,
The Roll Tide Radio.
you know what I mean? I'm gonna really look more into it. I think the biggest hurdle for that is like being alone long enough to do that, or like having enough space to feel comfortable with it. It's tough. But I did used to record my car, so I might just be doing that out of the car.
I think you definitely could.
I really might, yeah. Either that or like convince someone who's crazy enough to let me use their studio for that. Get up, Cody. Nah, we'll,
Good.
yeah, we'll see.
I
We'll
can help
see.
you.
But I will give you guys shit to read, honestly.
Yeah, I gotta make that work.
To you and me and Jay talk about kind of like living success day to day. So, what does success look like for Scotty Speed?
That's a good question. I guess for me, waking up, doing my daily things that I gotta get done, and then being able to work on creative endeavors. I would love one day to not work and just like live off of dividends. I'm not that big of a like spender. I don't go crazy. I don't travel that much. Though traveling would be nice. I think very planned, like going to Japan every once in a while, like I don't know, once honestly would be enough for me probably for a while. But really just being able to keep working on creative things and help other people and not have to worry about, the day to day getting by would be just peak. Yeah.
Any closing words for people listening?
Create if you have to, and maybe keep it on the hard drive. Because also music does it does taste better once it's marinated for a while. Yeah. If you need to talk. I need to tell that to a lot of my friends. And take it easy. Don't be too hard on yourself.
Well, thank you, Scotty, for joining us on Quintessential Conversations.
Yes, thank you.
And,
Okay.
Dude, no doubt.
and as
So those two.
always,
Type shit.
keep it quintessential.
Keep it quintessential.